Hello everyone, welcome to this 10-minute yoga practice to relieve tension and tightness in the lower back, particularly when it comes to the quadratus lumborum or QL muscle. I would suggest having one yoga block with you for today's class, and we can set it off to the side and begin lying on our left side. So resting down on your left forearm, pressing the mat away ever so slightly and beginning to feel already a little bit of a stretch in the side body and into the lower back. You can close the eyes here. We're just taking a few breaths to notice how this feels, bringing a little bit of attention to the area that interests us for today. And then blinking the eyes open, pressing down firmly into that forearm and lifting your hips up as you reach the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then slowly setting yourself back down. We'll try that 4 more times. So lifting, pressing the mat away, lift your hips and set it down. We've got 3 more. We're not only stretching today, but strengthening. And that's how we can really work against pain and tension. Both are super important for a lasting relief. 2 more. And just 1 more. Lifting and lowering. And once you've lowered down, extend that top leg, your right leg, out in front of you and bend into your left knee. You could stay exactly as you are. You can also go search for that left foot with your right hand, if it is within reach. And then allow that right shoulder to open up, turning to face the ceiling, coming into a deep twist here. Holding for 1 more deep breath in and out. Very nice. You can release hold of the foot if you had hold of it, bringing both legs to stack once more and then pressing yourself up to sit. Let's bring the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide into a butterfly pose, supporting yourself on your hands or fingertips behind you and taking a moment to notice how that feels. You might feel the difference between the side we've stretched and the second side. Just taking a little pause here. And then start to flap the knees a little bit up and down. Just bringing some movement into the hips. Hips and lower back are so deeply connected in just about everything that we do. Keep bouncing the knees for 3, 2, 1, and let's release to lie on our right side. So again, settling down onto that forearm, stacking one leg over the other, and just holding here for a few breaths. You're very welcome to close the eyes again. Noticing how this side feels. Might be quite different from the first, and that's okay. And then opening the eyes, pressing that forearm down, pressing your feet down as you lift the hips up and reach for the ceiling with that left hand. And slowly setting yourself down, and we have 4 more on this side. So lifting up, lowering down, seeing if every time we lift, we might be able to find just about a fraction of an inch more. Let's try 2 more. Lowering down. And last one, lift it up there, really press. And lower. And then you can extend that left leg out in front of you, pointing through the toes. Bend your right leg. See if you'd like to stay here. You could rest the left hand on your thigh, or you might reach back with it to catch hold of that right foot, allowing that to twist you open towards the sky. Keep pressing into that right forearm. Imagine your chest is nice and proud. And let's hold for 1 more breath. And then slowly begin to release Pressing yourself up to sit, this time towards your heels, and we won't be here for very long. I know this is not many people's favorite pose, as we simply shift our hips off to the left and then move ourselves all the way over towards the right. So we'll take that a few times here again, kind of another dynamic strengthening move. You can absolutely use your hands, your fingertips, anything that is helpful, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can try it with the hands clasped in front of you. And this might be a move where, like me, you'll find one side much, much easier than the other. Great things to observe about ourselves. Let's just go for one more on each side. And then back to center. Very nice. Meet me in an all fours position. Shoulders above wrists, hips above knees. And because the hips and lower back are so intertwined, let's take a few knee circles to really warm up that right hip. So making those hips wake up, allowing them to kind of do their job, helps take pressure off of the lower back. So take one more here on this first side. And then set that first knee down, sway your hips a few times left and right, before starting some circles with the other knee. Your left knee now, tracing around, getting into that hip joint. And just one more time. And set the knee down. Let's just take 2 rounds of cat-cow here. Inhaling to lift the crown of the head, lift your tailbone, scoop out through the entire spine. And then exhale, push the mat away, start to bring the chin towards the chest, start to pull your tailbone in as you round through the entire spine. One more time at your own pace, inhaling to arch, and exhaling to round. Beautiful. Now find your block if you are using one for today. Tuck the back toes, or both toes, should I say, both sets of toes. Place the block in front of you, or just have your hands to the mat, and start to lift your knees up as we come towards a standing forward fold. So the knees can absolutely be bent here. Again, you can have the fingertips dangling or on the mat or on your block. And start to bend into one knee more than the other. And then switch. So exaggerating the bending of one leg as we straighten through the other. You might even start to lift up one heel at a time. Really think about sliding your hips over to the side where the knee is bending. One more time. And then coming back to center, taking the block with you if you have one. As we bend the knees and start to slowly unroll, we're coming up to standing. One vertebrae at a time. And then rolling the shoulders back. Take the block into your left hand, just standing with your feet about hips width apart. And imagine that that block is a 10-pound weight as it drags the upper body over towards the left. Relax the neck. And then lift that heavy weight up as you bring yourself back to center. 4 more times again. So that weight is very, very heavy, dragging us down and then fighting it on the way back up. And of course, you could do this with or without a block. You could even do it with an actual weight. If you're feeling like challenging yourself today, 2 more. And last time. And once you've worked your way back up to center, switch the block or weight over to your other hand. Bring your right ear towards your right shoulder and allow yourself to be dragged towards that right side. And then lift yourself back up 4 more times. Last 3. Again, noticing any changes or differences between the first and second sides. And last time. Lifting yourself up once more. Take the block in both hands now and lift your arms up towards the sky, bending the elbows to bring the block towards the back of your neck. If you don't have a block, you can also just interlace your fingers behind your neck. So standing up nice and tall, inhale, exhale, and on your next inhale, again, allow the weight of the block to pull you backwards this time as you squeeze the glutes and press your hips forwards. And then straighten yourself up. 4 more times, we're coming towards that back bend, pressing down through all 4 corners of the feet as you maybe take yourself a little bit further each time. We have 3 more. Keep squeezing those glutes, finding length in the front of the body and strengthening through the back extensors here. Last time. And lifting yourself up all the way. Allow the weight of the block this time to carry you forwards, coming back towards a standing forward fold. And then setting the block down, planting your hands, setting down 1 knee at a time, and coming to take any comfortable seat that works for you. Inhale the arms up overhead, and then exhale to twist yourself towards the right, looking over your right shoulder. And inhale back to center, bring the arms up. Exhale to twist left. And then last time, back to center, arms go up. Allow the palms to touch. And exhale, bring those hands down to heart center. Beautifully done. I do hope that you enjoyed this practice. Thank you so much for doing it with me today. I'd love to know what you thought in the comments. And of course, anytime you feel like moving and feeling better, I'll be here for you.